That is the epitome of incorrect. But look what I have laying around. Clutch parts. Kinda strange. I was actually gonna call Blackhawk and buy one of these, but what do you know? I have one sitting around. But I'm just gonna change the shoes. Boom. I don't know, that might not look right. I have no idea. Let's go check the other one. Ouch, that felt great. Boom. See these holes? Not supposed to be that shape. That's not a good shape. It's like not a circle. It's kind of more like an oval. Yeah, not cool. Cool decoration though. I don't know if these rods look right or not. It's hard for me. I mean, I haven't seen them without shoes on. Like these little splines here. Oh, the spines have probably formed because the rods have worn all the way to where the springs sit. And where the springs sit, there's threading in there. So this, pushing up against the threading, has probably made this imprint right there. So if these guys are worn, I should probably just put a new clutch on. Going for it. Booyah. That was very nice. So check this out. I forgot I went through this little fiasco a long time ago when I bought a clutch. But this was the one I was about to put on. And I just realized the reason I didn't put it on back in the day when I got it is because if you can see that little bump right there, it's not perfectly circular. And this rod is actually tilted upwards a little bit. And I think when the brake shoe was on there, it would, because it was tilted upward, the brake shoe would kind of pop out and protrude and strike the inside of the bell housing. So this one was this plate was messed up. So I ended up putting this guy on there and it worked for a while, you know, and now obviously it's worn out. So factor that one out. So now we're left with this one. This was my very first original part one. The plate is still in good condition. So what I've done here is I've taken the shoe off of the never used one with the messed up rod, and I'm put it here. And I'm gonna take this shoe off as well and put it here. And then we should have a good plate, good shoes, good springs in here, and then good circlips. And I'll install this one, the very original one I had, and we'll see how it goes. That was a pain to get off. Oh, and look, it slips right on. Nice. I don't like these circlips at all. See, it's hard to tell, but they protrude past the brake shoe. So when they spin inside the bell housing, they actually make contact with the bell housing. And a lot of the times, these little, the part where you put the circlip pliers in will break off in the bell housing. And eventually the whole thing could break off or leave particles inside your bell housing, and yeah, it's I don't think it's the best design, but what do I know? I'm gonna put some Loctite on these guys because these have a tendency to back out, but I don't want to put a lot. Just enough, you know, to make me comfortable. Quite honestly, I don't know how tight these should be. So I'm gonna just try to gauge it off what I've seen on older clutches, like how far in the this little Allen thing is. They're usually about there, I'd say. But I hate this gap right here. I hate that. In between there and there. That's irritating because it's gonna protrude outwards towards the propeller and potentially hit the bell housing and make loud noises, and also not be flat up against the housing. Oh man. Loctite all over the floor. Oh man. Oh man. A rebuilt clutch using different clutch parts. Hopefully it works out. Now this part I really hate. I've stripped a lot of nuts doing this. And usually in those times that I stripped it, I was using a torque wrench. And then I got this guy, impact wrench, and it worked out for me. Let's see how well this turns. What sticks out the most? This probably protrudes the most. Let's see if that leaves a mark. Yep. Alright, so this is touching the housing. Still. It's better, but I don't want that rubbing. Test it again. See if it's this guy. Yeah, I'm still touching. Boy. I might just have to let it be and let it wear down. It's not horrible. I'm gonna pretend I know what I'm doing once again. Just that little bit of sanding or grinding or filing. I don't hear it anymore. So I can test it out. If I start hearing that shing shing noise, then I can always come back here and grind it down a little more. We'll call that good. 15 foot-pounds. You know, just for some consistency. Ooh, listen to that. Woo! That sounds nice.